it became clear at once that the exercise of his peculiar gifts, at least as far as Ellen Nash was concerned, was her charge for his lodging. "I'm not going to dignify for one moment the absurd conclusion that one of us murdered Father," Ellen said. "He was done in by some maniac, or tramp, or something." "The snow," her brother said damply. "To hell with the snow! What I'm interested in is that Father left $1 million worth of pendant in his wall safe, and I want that safe opened." "Pendant?" said Ellery. "What pendant?" So Christopher told him all about the New Year's Eve party, and what Godfrey Mumford had told them, and how he had exhibited the imperial pendant to them, and then returned it to the safe. "And he also told us," Christopher concluded, "that he was the only one who knew the safe combination. He said he was going to make a note of the combination for us, but we haven't looked for it yet." "I have," said Ellen, "and I can't find it. So that your stay here won't be a complete waste of time, Mr. Queen, why not show us how Superman detects? A little thing like finding a safe combination should barely test your reputation." "Do we have to worry about the pendant now?" asked Joe. "It shouldn't take too long, Miss Caswell," said Ellery. To himself he was saying, maybe $1 million worth of jewelry has something to do with where Godfrey's boyhood knife had finally rested. Searches were Ellery's forte, but this one defeated him. Trailed by relatives of the deceased, he squandered the rest of the morning looking in obvious places. But unlike Poe's purloined letter, the combination of the safe was nowhere to be found. They took time out for lunch and an inventory of the unlikelier places, and the afternoon passed in exhausting this inventory. Then time out again, and over dinner a round-table discussion of other possibilities, however remote. Mr. Queen's fame as a sleuth clearly underwent reappraisal by at least one conferee present, and Mr. Queen himself grew audibly more quiet. After dinner, Ellen returned to the search of the files she had already ransacked once. Ellery, reminding himself bravely in the face of his failure that there was, after all, more than one way to flay a kitty, took Christopher aside. "I'm prompted," Ellery announced, "to go directly to the source of the problem, namely to the safe itself. Can you show me where the blamed thing is?" "What you have in mind?" asked Christopher. "Nitro?" "Nothing so common. A bit of fiddling with the dial, a la Jimmy Valentine." "Who's he?" Ellery said sadly, "Never mind." Christopher led him to the drawing-room and, turning on the lights, went to the chrysanthemum painting on the wall and pushed it aside. Ellery began to flex his fingers like a violin virtuoso before a recital. He studied the thing. The safe door was about 10 inches square, and in the middle was a rotating dial about 6 inches in diameter. Etched into the circumference of the dial were 26 evenly spaced notches, numbered in sequence 1 to 26. Around the dial, Ellery saw a narrow, immovable ring or collar, in the top of which was set a single, unnumbered notch, the notch used for aligning the numbers of the combination when opening the safe. In the center of the dial was a bulky knob, about half the diameter of the dial itself, and on the knob was etched the manufacturer's trademark, an outline of the god of metalworking, Vulcan. Around the rim of the knob appeared the manufacturer's name and address, Vulcan Safe and Lock Company, Incorporated, New Haven, Connecticut. The safe door was locked. Ellery duly fiddled with the dial, ear cocked a la Jimmy Valentine. Nothing happened, at least to the safe door. What did happen was the entrance into the drawing-room of Ellen, in a sort of half-excitement, trailed by a disdainful Joanne. "Ah, the ladies," said Ellery, trying to cover up his chagrin. "And have you found the combination to this stubborn little brute?" "No," Ellen said, "but we've found this. Maybe it'll tell you something." Ellery took the sheet of paper. It was a bill of sale for the wall safe. "Dated 9 years ago." He pinched his nose, which was itching. "Must have been ordered just after."